Oh my gosh, 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 guys. We gotta talk about the trailer. We gotta talk about the trailer. Y'all. Listen. They remember last video I was like, okay, well, Comic-Con's coming up, like maybe they'll drop the trailer on the weekend on Friday. Bitch, they dropped that shit as soon as, like, when I woke up today, bitch. Well, I guess, yeah, midday today they dropped that shit. I am telling you right now, this is the trailer I wanted. This is the trailer I needed. This is the trailer that I was born to see. Okay, let's just we have to get right into it now. There's an opening shot here of Rhaenyra. Obviously Rhaenyra, she's like walking into the Iron Throne, the throne room, and I think Daemon's on, it's too far away, but I think Daemon's on the throne. I think he's sitting on the throne, right? But either way, like, we have this whole like speech in the beginning. I don't know who it is though, right? Because we have the person saying the dream, it was clearer than a memory when I heard the sound of thundering hooves, splintering shields and ringing swords, and I placed my ear upon the throne, and all the dragons roared as one. So this is why the way that they're talking about air on the throne, I feel like it's Viserys saying this. I don't know, but I saw some sites saying that it was Daemon Targaryen saying this. But the fact that this person saying my ear on the throne, it's just, I don't know. This person talking about a dream, is that dragon dreams? Like, what's going on with that? But either way, one of the interesting shots here in the beginning is the king cutting himself, I think, right, on the Iron Throne. And as we know, based off the lore, the throne, this is from the wiki, the Iron Throne is known for being dangerous to its occupants. King Viserys, the first Targaryen, cut his left hand to the bone after stumbling, and a maester had to remove 2 fingers to save his life. I wonder if they're gonna show that shit in it. Well, I mean, I guess but I feel like this overall, it's speaking to the overall danger of the Iron Throne. It also says here that Rhaenyra Targaryen was seen with cuts on her legs and left hand after sitting on the Iron Throne for the first time, which led some to believe that she had been rejected by it. King Aerys the second Targaryen was cut so many times by the Iron Throne that he became known as King Scab. Some people think that King Maegor, the first Targaryen, died because of the Iron Throne, but they also, because of like the, you know, cuts and shit that was on him, his arms were slashed open when they found him. But some people think that somebody else, like somebody killed him. So so that's going on. I wonder what we're gonna see with that. Now, I just love these shots of the dragons flying over the city. I think this is Rhaenyra. I think that's Rhaenyra. Sir Otto Hightower is going to be an absolute mess. I'm telling you right now, Littlefinger and Varys wrapped into one. I'm telling you right now. Love seeing outside of the city. Now, this part here where we had just this meeting, and you see in the corner over here that Rhaenyra, I think that's her, she's a cupbearer. It's just showing us how she really was the one who King Viserys wanted to be on the throne, like after him. She was over there in the meetings, training with him, learning how to maneuver in politics. Like, oh, I can't wait. Then we got the tourney. They got the Hennessy. We got the tourney. We got King Damon. I mean, shit, might as well be, hey, boo. No, but we got Daemon Targaryen running around here. Now we got Laenor, right? Valerion and Rhaenyra. His gay ass, he swear he mean. Ooh, he swear he mean, honey. He swears that he's mean. Then we had, okay, this part here. Okay, before I get into it, I want to talk about some of the things that were going on. They're talking about the succession, right? Daemon obviously wants the fucking throne. He's the heir. Viserys, because of Sir Otto do not like Daemon. Sir Otto do not like Daemon, okay? So they over here looking like, bitch, what's the tea? Corlys Velaryon is just like, well, you already have an heir, like Daemon Targaryen. What do you mean? And Viserys is like, bitch, you bitches are not gonna make me choose between my daughter and my goddamn brother. Like, that's what's not about to happen. It's going to be an absolute disaster, and I'm ready to see it all in more ways than one. Obviously, King Viserys is really giving me Ned Stark. Poor Viserys. I love seeing, I want to say this is Daemon only because it's the gold cloaks in front of us, right? Like I said, is his own little personal army. So we see Sir Criston Cole here, right? And I think he's standing with a bunch of people. might be the vassals of the fucking Red Keep, the Targaryen house. You got the houses in the back, so that's I can't wait. Then these scenes from fucking Dragonstone, bitch. This shit looks so goddamn good. Look at this dragon touching the motherfucking sun, ho. You're not gonna play with me. You're not gonna play with me. You're not gonna play. Now, Rhaenys, Miss Mamas, I'm gonna get on her a little bit. Because she over here talking about, oh girl, they finna challenge Rhaenyra, girl. We ready for that shit? Like, we ready for that shit? She over here talking this shot at the Iron Throne, bitch. Let me tell you something here though. When King Viserys was like, girl, guess what? Sir Otto talked to me, the rest of the girls in the Red Keep talked to me, mamas. And they said that you really ain't that girl for the Iron Throne. They said that you're really not that girl for the Iron Throne. I've chosen a new heir. It's gonna be what it be, and that's it. So I wonder how they're gonna frame all that, because if this is gonna happen, then what you call it, Daemon's gonna be in the Stepstones. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but this scene on Dragonstone where King Viserys was just like, I don't know, I'm sure he sent Sir Otto and them to get back that motherfucking dragon egg girl that Daemon was gonna give. That's why they have this standoff. I'm sure of it. He was like, bitch, you think you're gonna give a whole entire dragon egg to one of the bastards that your ass done had? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. This next bit in the trailer is very interesting, because I just talked about Rhaenys before, but I'm gonna have to talk about her again, because young Rhaenyra is here and she's like, you know, what's the tea? You think I'm gonna be queen? You think they're gonna accept me as their queen? You think the kingdom's gonna accept me as the queen? And Rhaenys was like, girl, you ain't gonna be no queen, honey. So that's why I'm like, okay, I feel like this character is gonna be very interesting, because it's, on one hand, I feel like she's called the queen who never was. She was passed up for Viserys, right? And she was closer to the line of succession she was closer to succession technically when we talk about blood, but because she was a woman, they passed her ass up. So I feel like there's going to be multiple sides of this character. On one hand, she probably does want to see women in power. She does want it empowered. she does want equality in certain ways, but at the same time, I feel like the bitterness of not being chosen as queen is going to affect her relationship with Rhaenyra, because she's just looking at her like, girl, you really dreaming? Dream on, sweetie. Dream on, sweetie. That ain't never gonna happen. And the next clip is Rhaenyra saying, hey, guess what? It's going to. How about that? What did she say? What did Rhaenys say? Oh, that's not the order of things. Women being on the throne, that's not the order of things. And Rhaenyra said, bitch, guess what? When I become queen, there's gonna be a new order. And I think they switched. I think this is her riding her dragon, right? I don't know. Either way, this shit looks so fucking beautiful. Oh my god, this shit looks so beautiful. This shit looks so beautiful. Like, oh my god, I can't wait to see it. So Daemon's on the ground here, right? The next few scenes are really focusing on Daemon and his dragon egg and his dragon Caraxes, which was so cool. It was so cool to see. I think I'm gonna have to get used to some of these dragons, like the way that their face look, because I've been so used to staring into Drogon's face and Viserys's face and Rhaegal's face. But, you know, as much as I have to get used to it, I like that they're changing up. Like, the dragons do look different. At least the ones that we didn't see. But yes, this shot of Caraxes looks so amazing. It's just, just injected directly into my veins. As I said, if I had a dragon, I would sell my car, bitch. I'm showing up to the club. I'm showing up to the grocery store. I'm showing up to brunch on my dragon. And y'all gonna roll your eyes. That's fine. But when I land, and you bitches better have my fucking mimosas. You bitch, what are you talking about? When I land at brunch with my dragon, y'all can roll your eyes, but I bet y'all ain't gonna say nothing to my fucking face. Unless cause I'll say Dracarys. Anyway, speaking of Dracarys, do you think that they're gonna say Dracarys? You think that in order to like get their dragons to breathe fire, they're gonna stay Dracarys, or it's just gonna be like a mental thing where they're connected and they just know? Because in the deleted scenes from like Game of Thrones, Jon Snow was talking about, oh, I don't even know how, what is it, Rhaegal? Yeah, I don't even know how Rhaegal just like knew where I wanted to land. He just did it. So I wonder if they're just gonna get rid of the whole Dracarys thing. And it's just like a mental thing since so many Targaryens running around. I don't know whose dragon this is. If somebody knows, please let me know. But this shit was beautiful too. I can't wait for more shots. As much as I hated season 8 of Game of Thrones. Some of those shots, especially when Daenerys and Jon Snow were fighting the fucking Night King, that shot of them over the clouds in the moonlight, y'all know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. That shit was so goddamn beautiful. So I can't wait for more shots of that. I love how the trailer shows us just how gradually the distance happens between Alicent and Rhaenyra, or how dramatically I should say it happens from their childhood up until their adulthood. It's just, I can't wait to see. I wonder how, like I said, I really want to know how they're going to intertwine these flashbacks, or if it's going to be a flashback, if we're just going to start with the younger actresses. You know, I wonder what that's gonna look like. Here we have Alicent. Well, Rhaenys, she's literally whispering in Alicent's ear. Now, remember, Valerian is on black. Like, Valerian, from what I know, Valerian is back in Rhaenyra, I think, right? So, Rhaenys is over here whispering in Alicent's ear, talking about, have you never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne? Now, this is a trailer. It could be cut in a very misleading way. We don't know what the full scope of this conversation is, but Rhaenys, like I said, she already seemed kind of mad, and I hate to say bitter, but pressed. And I would be too, honestly. Like, if you pass me up just because I'm a woman, you know, and now all these people fight, all these girls fighting, you know, I would be a little mad. But I don't know. Rhaenys is like, you know, whispering in Alicent's ear. What's going on with that? What's going on with that? But Alicent's face is not, it doesn't look like they're having a fun conversation, you know? So we never know. Okay, so these next scenes here, I'm wondering if it's of, I love this shot of, oh my God, of I want to say it's Caraxes. Like, I really want to say it's Caraxes, which means that it's Daemon's dragon, which means that he might be in the Stepstones. Now, let me see. So, okay, let me read this real quick. War for the Stepstones occurred when Prince Daemon Targaryen and Corlys Velaryon fought a series of land and naval battles with basically for control of the Stepstones, which are islands between the Broken Arm and the disputed lands in the Narrow Sea, like in the southern Narrow Sea. So what I think is going to happen is after King Viserys said, hey girl, you need to get your ass up the fuck out of here, basically to Daemon, like, girl, you ain't nobody fucking heir. I think that Daemon's gonna go down the Stepstones and want to be king of the Stepstones or whatever, like it was in the books and the lore. And these are the fight scenes and shit that we're seeing from those battles, right? So I don't know. We get a better look at Caraxes, and Miss Mamas looks like she will bite your entire fucking face off. She look like she'll bite your entire face off. Now, we also get this scene here where Alicent comes up like she's trying to stab Rhaenyra, and Rhaenyra looks in her fucking face like, look, now they all see you for what you actually are. And see, just like I said, remember when I was talking about the other pictures that we just saw from Hollywood Reporter or wherever in general from HBO, I was like, Rhaenyra looks like she's somebody who just stands around and thinks and thinks and thinks and waits until the right moment to strike. So it's like she is just looking at Alicent like, girl, look at you. Look at you. So I'm wondering if Alicent comes in the game like green or just very, I don't want to say outspoken, but very reactive, you know. Meanwhile, Rhaenyra, who, like we just said, she's been growing up around these council tables and listening to her father navigate politics. Like, I wonder if Rhaenyra's going to approach it from like I'm going to play with you. I'm going to play with the narrative. I'm going to double speak, you know. Meanwhile, Alicent is just like, going for the head at all times. I wonder if Alicent will realize that that's not a good strategy and then change that shit up. But also, you have to remember that if Alicent feels like she's protected by the power of the king just by being a queen, like that may empower her to do some crazy shit. We saw that shit with Cersei. I want to say, can someone let me know if this is Rhaegal's? I mean, shit, just because it's if this is Syrax, which is Rhaenyra's, God, so many R's, Rhaenyra's dragon, because if this is how Syrax looks and this is another dragon, I think this might be Rhaenyra's dragon, especially of this scene, which I think is on Dragonstone. I think this is Rhaenyra. You know, she's looking up as if she's looking at a dragon, you know, and then we see these big ass paws. Damn. These big ass claws, I call them paws, whatever, you know what I mean? These big ass claws, shit, or whatever. Her dragon look big as fuck, if it's hers, you know? So I don't know. I am when I say excited, I don't think y'all understand what I mean. Like, I am so fucking ready to see some dragons. I'm so ready to see these weirdo ass colonizers burn some shit up. I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see these conquerors do the goddamn thing. Okay. Now, y'all already know I'm Team Rhaenyra. The rest of y'all can fall back. Hopefully Alicent is such a good counter, is such a good antagonist, or what, I don't even know if you can classify any of these crazies as antagonists or protagonists, you know. But hopefully Alicent is such a nice foil to nice, you know, opposition to Rhaenyra's character that I'll just have no choice but to love Alicent as well too. You see what I'm saying? Like that moment when Cersei brought down the whole step, and I was like, you have to put respect on her. You have to put respect on her name. You might hate her, you might not like that bitch at all, but you got to put respect on her name. Look at her. So yeah, that's it, y'all. Let me know what y'all thought of the trailer. I don't want this video to go on too long because I could talk about this shit for 30-40 minutes. I love y'all. Thanks for checking out the video, and I will talk to you all later.